look like the 531 machine is there. A few people struggling to work out where they should be on the grid. Looks like everybody's good to go. Obviously the action at the front, AJ then looking to lead the way. But I think Max Hardy could be in a good position to give him a hard time there on the Moto EVO machine. It's, obviously, strictly speaking, not a class battle as we get underway. AJ has hooked up beautifully there. He gets away very nicely indeed. And as to who's going to be second into Red Gate for the first time, I've got no idea at all. There's 4 or 5 of them trying desperately there. Oh, AJ leads the way. I'm not sure is that Max Hardy there in second, maybe a 4-point gap back to the third place machine. Disappear out of my sight. They go around Red Gate, down Hollywood, and then into the infamous crane of curves, down to the old hairpin. Swoop there, got them picked up there. We go where Starkey's Bridge used to be. Some of the things that used to be here, of course. Starkey's Bridge, and then from there to Schwantz, the fast left-hander, then we're up to McLean's, of course, and I think AJ's getting a hard time as they triple timing been over at the first sector there. Just saying there, so I saw Max Hardy qualifying in second place in this class on the Moto EVO machine. It's good to see Max out there this weekend, isn't it, Bradley?
Yeah, absolutely. The youngster from Peterborough there doing a good job there. He's obviously this season on that machine in the GP2 class. But good to see him back here at Bemsee, as you say, second on the grid.
Well, I think he would like to be first on the track here as they come across the line. He's tucked in very tight indeed on the big 600 machine as he chases after AJ, former Lamo Trophy winner, former power bike champion, lap record holder of Steffen, and just his list of accolades is just absolutely massive. Joey Landon, Harry Fowle, then it's Luke Craig, Gareth Cunningham, Kai Dickinson, Elijah Everton there, dropped a couple of places I think on the opening lap, good qualifying from him. James O'Mara also drops a couple of places. Who's moving forward there? Michael Mills made up 3 places, as did Eddie Wormald on the opening lap there. So lots of chopping and changing. Jackson makes up 4 places. Bit of chatter on the radio there.
Yeah, looks like another member of the Cranicle there, unfortunately. Didn't quite see what, I suspect that's around about the mid-pack there for that particular rider. So we'll get a number when they go from sector 1 and into sector 2 then for all of these guys. And it is Max Hardy, in fact, who's gone past. In fact, it's just quickly changed there to move on to this first of the flying laps then. And it looks over number 1 of Harry Fowle. We're still waiting for Harry Fowle to come through into the second sector there. Change of position there for Sam Hurst.
Unfortunately, it's not the midfield. No, somebody's changed there for Munro. Yeah, he's took a little bit of time to get out, but I think you're right. It's not the midfield, mate. It's the sharp end.
Rider is up and perfectly okay there. Yeah. The bike's being wheeled away, which is always good when you join the Craner Club.
It's the Marshall's carrying bits of bike there as well. Yeah, it's not a slow pace to take a tumble, so unfortunately another member of the infamous Craner Club as Johnson comes across the lead. 0.3 of a second is the gap between himself and Maximus Hardy there. Joey Landon, Luke McRae, then it's Cunningham, Dixon, Everton, Wormald, Mills, O'Mara, then making up a couple of places there. Sam Hurst goes down, one unfortunately for Sam there.
Oh, looks like somebody's just run on there at Redgate and just about met the gravel trap, so the gravel traps over there are a little bit deep, aren't they? So the marshals are rushing out to help that rider on right there, but yellow flags are being shown while that rider gets tended to, but they will be rejoining the circuit here. So they are out of the gravel trap now and rejoining at the very tail end of this race. We're having a look and waiting for the first sector time to come through once again. And it's nothing special from AJ there, but Max Hardy goes personal best. Joey Landon, in fact, sets the fastest first sector time of the race then. So the young man from Crowborough down south there, Joey Landon on that number 3 Kawasaki, is the man with the pace it would seem at the moment if he goes fastest of the race in that first sector, Keith.
Yeah, and if Max has gone fastest in the first sector, that means he's closed the gap up to AJ, which indeed gets seen as they come across the line. Literally bike length separating him. Looks like Max is going to go for an inside pass. He goes to the doctor's dangle there, can't quite find its way past an AJ, but I think AJ will know there's a bike there. The Moto EVO machine handles beautifully, gains another little bit of a gap there. I think, you know what, mate, I think for the first time in a while we're going to see AJ getting a very hard time here. Look at that lap time from Maximus too. It's a 1:11.452. So what are we looking at for the lap record in this class, mate?
Lap record being held by the 2022 MRO600 champion, James Bull. Look, that's a 1:10.637.
Okay, so a little one away from that. These two could be arguing, costing each other a little bit of time. And AJ knows he's got a fight on his hand. And anybody can do the business is certainly AJ. So we go up to the first sector there. We're going to get some times. Look at that, AJ's gone quick to the first sector, but that gets wiped out very quickly indeed by Joey Landon. Once again, Joey came across the line 1.2 seconds behind Maximus, but I think he's gaining little by little there, mate.
Yeah, Joey Landon in that first sector, it's certainly got the pace, hasn't he? Yeah, Joey Landon on that number 3 Kawasaki then. 1.234 seconds was the gap, as you mentioned then. Here they come across the line. It's AJ on the Yamaha leading the Triumph of Max Hardy and the Kawasaki of Joey Landon. So what was a gap of 1.234 is now 1.160. So that just goes to show the fractions of a second we're talking about here between these guys. And in fact, everybody on that lap goes personal best, including AJ, who sets the new fastest lap of the race now. A 1:11.1 for AJ and a 1:11.4 for Hardy, 1:11.3 for Landon.
0.3 of a second is the gap between the first and the second guys, and that's reflected in their lap times there, because they were pretty much side by side over the line last time. Absolutely nothing between them in relative terms. A bit further back, Sam Hurst, unfortunately, really having problems with his other bike. It was a rapidly rebuilt machine, and Sam, I wonder, he did see had a bit of damage to his knuckle, I think, unfortunately, after the incident yesterday. So I wonder if that's maybe giving him a little bit of pain out there as well.
Absolutely, because they, coming off at training curves there, unfortunately, it's a fast old get-off here. It looks like we've got a 10-second penalty being applied to the 111 machine. 111 bike there of Mark Jackson, who, of course, was a rookie with ourselves last year. So Mark Jackson, yellow flag infringement, absolutely right there. So 10 seconds penalty, we'll see him drop down to 30th overall and 13th in class. And here come the race leaders once more. So AJ is stretching that advantage. It was 0.3, it's now 0.6. 0.694 and
0.7, shall we?
Yeah, 0.7 there, and then it's a further 1.7 seconds back to Joey Landon, who does a 1:12.2, so 0.9 of a second away from his fastest of the race, whereas the Johnson and Hardy are still in the mid to high 1:11s. So round Redgate they go then. Good battles further down the order as well. I'm having a look at that one between Elijah Everton, Gareth Cunningham, Michael Mills and Eddie Wormold. Not a lot of time separates those riders there. In fact, it's around about half a second for 1, 2, 3, 4 riders as they came across the line the previous time around. So next up, rounding out the top 10 at the moment, is the 179 machine of James O'Mara. And James is out there on a Triumph 675, so it could well be the first time that... we've got a retirement here as well. For the number 98 machine. So James O'Mara we normally see on the F900, but the retiree here is a Kawasaki. It's the number 98 Kawasaki of Swire. Is that Callum Swire?
Callum Swire, I think, mate.
Yeah, Callum Swire in this one, yeah.
Connor is.
They're brothers.
They are brothers indeed, okay. So, looks like...
Chris Swire, sorry. It's Chris Swire,
Chris,
yes.
Sorry, mate, I'm using another C there somewhere. Okay, AJ over the line once again, past the second 2 time, doesn't improve his overall best lap. It's a 1:68 is the best lap, and that was a 1:86 lap, so a lot in it. What's sort of a reversal of fortune. Not a good lap for Max that time, a 12.4 second lap for him, so quite a bit slower. The gap is now out to 1.9 seconds, so obviously a little bit of a wobble somewhere around the circuit for the Peterborough-based youngster. Joey Landon holds on to that 3rd place, then Luke McRae. Kai Dickinson is into 5th place. Mills goes past and Cunningham there to take 7th place as well. So lots of chopping and changes there. Monk passed on Walker, so the Flyer Spitfire.com supporting machine just outside the top 10 if you can overrule James O'Mara in front of him.
Good to see Elijah Everton is leading the Clubman 600 race at the moment there. He comes into this weekend 11th in the championship, and he's got better and better with every race. So he started off things with 4 points, then 5, then 6, then 13, then 16, and now he's on for 25 here. And of course we are on the final lap here, so less than 2 miles to go for these guys. In fact, the race leaders will be coming towards us very shortly indeed.
Yeah, indeed, Elijah Everton, I remember seeing him, I think it was Carson Coon actually, as a youngster, quite impressive rider. As AJ claims yet another win for AJ. That is going to be that. Bear in mind that he actually missed a round here, so he's actually won 8 races. So in a straight fight, he's only been beaten the once, and that was by Matt Pallett back at Snetterton in the difficult conditions there. And no, that wasn't difficult conditions. That was when he thought he'd actually finished the race. He saw mistook a yellow pit board for the last lap flag. So yeah, bit of a rookie mistake there for AJ. But nonetheless, that's the only time he's been beaten in a straight fight all year. Does do the fastest lap on the last lap, an 11.154 to the lap.